I understand you, bro. That feeling of just being isolated and kind of unwanted. Whether it's you sitting alone during your lunch break or trying to be somebody else, somebody that you don't really want to be, just so that you have somebody you can talk to, just so that you have somebody who invites you over to the hangouts, to the meetups, to the parties. And that fear that you have of just you thinking that this feeling is gonna be forever. This void that you have, it's gonna last forever and ever, and you're never gonna truly find someone who you can truly connect with, who you can truly talk with. The feeling of being detached, invisible, and just kind of lost. I know you want just somebody there to talk to just share your wins with, to experience life with, but there's nobody that you can truly turn to and be free with, talk about whatever you want with. This feeling you're feeling, it's necessary. It's good, because during this period, during this lonely period of your life, the layers that others have painted on you since you were born to this point right now, as you're watching this, the layers that people have just painted over you and over you, they start fading. And slowly but steadily, the plain old canvas beneath, that starts to reveal, fresh and clear. And this time, it can be painted by the actual artist, the real artist, which is you. Personally, I think one of the best things that could happen to people nowadays, anybody, not just you, is that they go through this period that you are in right now. This period of just isolation, where you have nobody to turn to, nobody to really connect with, nobody really to socialize with. This period where you're just by yourself. Maybe it's outside, just walking by yourself, just in your room, alone and kind of lost. And I say that because this is the period where you shape your mind. You find out what you really want. The aspiration that is actually your aspirations, not the influencer's aspiration, not the guy on YouTube's aspirations, not your parents' aspirations, but your aspirations, your dreams. This is the period where you get to define your desires and to recognize those which no longer serves you, to recognize the things that you have been chasing for a while now, which truly isn't your desire, but something that has just been pushed onto you so that it seems as if that's your desire. In this period, it's just you with your thoughts, man. I remember going through this period when a couple years back, and honestly, it's scary. It's scary because you don't really have friends, to be honest. You don't have anybody to just play games with, or just have fun with, or have deep conversations with. You don't have anybody, and you crave that because as human beings, we're social creatures. We want that connection. We want the emotional attachment with somebody in a friend way and in a personal way too. But I also know that during that period, which I went through, that was the period where I significantly improved as a person, as a overall human being. I started to realize that the things that I was chasing, it wasn't really something that I wanted. It was just something that has been influenced upon me, so that it seems as if that goal that was influenced upon me was actually my own goal, when in reality it wasn't. It also helped me kind of learn how to live alone, because in this life you'll come alone and you're gonna go alone, and so you must learn how to be alone. There are going to be periods in your life where you have to be alone. You have to be with yourself. So it's better to just learn the skill of being alone right now than whenever 30 years later, when you're old and you have other things that you really need to worry about. So right now, this feeling you're feeling, it's good. It's making you stronger. It's making you a better person. And I'm not gonna lie, I think for me at least, maybe it's gonna be different for you, but for me at least, the best times in my life has been with myself. I remember I was hiking once, completely alone, and we went to this resort. Not a resort actually, but this campsite or something with my family. And I just went outside early in the morning, 5 a.m. And I was hiking the mountains, and man, that was beautiful. Just seeing the mountains, seeing the sceneries. I was just smiling the entire time. I was in a complete flow state. It was just, I don't know if you can see me, but I'm smiling right now. But it was probably the best memories that I'll ever have in my life. And I'm not even exaggerating. But when you can learn to be with yourself, when you learn to be happy with yourself, at peace with yourself, it's truly one of the most beautiful feelings ever. It's one of the most purest and kind of freeing feeling that you'll ever experience. I don't know how to explain it, but when you just go outside and walk, or you're sitting by yourself in your room and you're working on something, or you're just sitting alone staring at the wall or whatever, or you're walking outside like I was a couple of minutes ago. I'm just sitting on a electric thing right now. Hopefully I don't get shocked. But when you can do that and just be happy, it's one of the best feelings. So this thing that you're going through, this lonely period, it's going to make you stronger, and it's going to help you find the best friend that you ever get to meet in your lifetime. And that's you. It might sound corny and all, but it's the truth. When you learn to just befriend yourself, and you can just have these conversations with yourselves in your mind while you're walking, best feeling, man. Best feeling. But you need to remember this, because a lot of people think that, okay, I'm just gonna be alone for the rest of my lives. That's not good. You're a human being. You're meant to be social. You're meant to walk around. You're meant to walk around with people. You're meant to grow old with your tribe. You need to form connections in your life. Life isn't life without the connections you make. The connections you make, it makes life brighter. It gives the light into your life. Don't think being alone is like Sigma male grindset mode or something like David Goggins, bro. It's not that. Whoever tells you that, be alone, bro, it's like alpha male and shit. They're just stupid, man. They're just dumb. Just because you're alone right now doesn't mean that you're gonna be alone forever. Just because you don't have any friends now doesn't mean that you have no friends for the rest of your lives. It just means that you haven't found your right people yet. And to find your people, find your true friends, continue to build up yourself, shape your mind, strengthen your spirit, become a better human being, and in turn, automatically the right people for you is gonna start gravitating towards you. It's gonna start making your life even better once you meet them. But anyways, thank you for your time. I hope I'll see you again. I hope you got something out of this video. And yeah, I have a cold, so that's why I might sound like kind of nosy. Anyways, make it happen, bro. See ya.